Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I have to be a bit quiet now because it is quite late actually. My kids are asleep. Are not in sleep. My kids are asleep. It is like 2 a.m. and I just finished building this house and I decided, you know what? I can be productive at 2 a.m. I have a bit of energy. I just watched ton of episodes of Young Sheldon on the TV and I had a rum cola. So now this is the perfect time for me to edit a load of videos so that I have them ready. So that is what I'm doing now. Now this cute little house here, I call it little. It is not actually little, but for my standards, I usually build mansions. It is. This house does end up having 3 bedrooms and is actually quite spacious. This house here was supposed to be something very different. It is almost October, so I was thinking of building a house that was a little bit ominous, had a few secrets, a few skeletons, a house that was a little bit weird. But as I was building it, I looked at the house and I was like, you know what? Nah, this house would be a perfect base game house. Like I have not done enough of those. So that is what this is. Now, there is a little twist to it though. We have the new free pack. Now this free pack will only be free until I believe the 16th or 17th of October of 2022. So go get your hands on that because it has many beautiful things. So go get your hands on that, girl, because it is free. Now if you're watching past that time, you will have to pay for it. It is not a pack, it is a kit, by the way. I know I said pack, but it's a kit. Now, this house only uses those two, so base game and the kit. And I think it looked very cute because I've been raving about them, but the sofas of this kit are the best thing in the world. They are simple, they are modern, they are neutral, and they look cozy. They don't look all square and like very uncomfortable and like have that Sims 4 plastic look to a sofa. They actually look very nice. Plus you do have the best curtains as well that even come with the little railings. You will see them put on all of the windows. I just love that pack. Now this house, like I said, ends up being quite large and it ends up having a very nice back garden. So in the garage here, as I usually do, I put in a little gym. It just gives you a space where you can put your skill building items or gym or I don't know, wherever. Even if you maybe need an extra bedroom for a teen, or you can put there a granny pad, little granny garden house or a guest house. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. But I like having a space there so that you can put all of your skill building items because they are ugly and they will not make a house look very pretty. Here I am creating a few shelves as well. As it's only base game and a little pack, we do have a few issues around the house. One of the main issues with the base game, I have noticed it more and more as I started doing base game only, is the lack of beds, good beds. We have like 2 like ultra modern beds that have these huge headboards and they suit like very specific styles. And then we have a few that look very like Hispanic, very Latin, that would suit a different style, but we don't have ones that just would fit into like a suburban house. So we have one bed that I think that suits that type of house. So we use them twice in this house, the same bed in the same swatch, which is the same color, because why not? There are some limitations. Now, the main bedroom is downstairs, which is something that I don't usually do. but it's something that you will see quite often in houses like this. So the main suite is downstairs, and then upstairs you have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So the house does have 3 full bathrooms, so it is quite big. My favorite room in the whole kitchen, oh my gosh, I just spoiled it. My favorite room in the whole house is the kitchen. It is very simple. It is a bit boho-ish, which is my vibe, and I like the dark boho. That is me. I don't like paisley patterns or stuff like that, but I like white mixed with black and like wood tones and plants everywhere. That's just my style and I love it. So that is what ends up going on in the kitchen. You will see a few paintings in the kitchen that are black and have a painting of a flower and just says like basil and parsley. You will see those around. Those are not CC. I never use CC. I don't own CC or anything like that. Those are actually gallery paintings. So those are available to anyone and they don't use any packs or anything. So you just have to go onto your gallery and search for artwork and they will come up. I think that those creators, they have CC and they paint the CC, so it's considered like, you know, like a painting. That's what it is. It's a painting, and it's beautiful. So I put that a lot in the kitchen. The house also has 2 little porches, one at the front, one at the back. This is the back one where we put the new grill. The pack came with those 2 little cube things, like cube stones that I put next to the grill. I don't know what to do with that, what the intent is of that, but I do know that you can create a lot of cool stuff with that. I have seen people create some cool things out of them. So I might have to try and, you know, figure a few things out as well. I have tried to include as much like skill building items as I could. So there is a bar in the garden, there is a easel on one of the porches, and there's also a chess table. Here, this is the curtains. Look, you can put the railing so that it looks like there's a curtain on each side of the room and you can just like move it around the railing. And I think that is genius. I think a simmer worked with the Sims team to build this pack. I do apologize. I do not know who the simmer is. I am not into the Sims that much that I know every simmer. I follow 2 people. I follow, of course, James Turner or the Sim Supply. And just recently, like maybe a month ago, I started following Lil Simsy, and those are the 2 that I watch. I don't watch anyone else. This is the little kids or teens bedroom. I ended up loving this bedroom when I take the screenshots. It has really good sun exposure on this lot, and you see that the light coming in and it looks bright. And you know, I did not want to make it very dark because we are using dark colors like the grays and the blues. They are quite dark toned, but the room ends up looking quite airy and nice, and that is what we want. I also put a few toys. I wasn't sure if I wanted a teen's room or a kid's room, so maybe one sibling is older than the other, so that makes sense to me. The other 2 bedrooms, like I said, one is the master suite and the other one is a double bedroom as well. Now, even in the bathrooms, we try to make them look somewhat cute-ish. My bathrooms are usually quite generic, so I am trying to make something a little bit different out of them. To be honest, I do not have that much patience with bathrooms. I do not pay much attention to them. They're usually quite small, and I just put in the essentials. So I am trying to branch out a bit and give them a little bit of personality. You will see also here in the kitchen that those paintings that I was talking about that are not CC, we try to put some that are painted as tiles as a backsplash, but I ended up not liking it. it looks good, but then if you look at it too much, it kind of looks like something a granny would have on her sheets. And maybe I chose the wrong pattern, because I ended up not liking it at all. And in this kitchen, we make use of all of the space. So I had an extra square. I put the fridge there, and I had another one next to the window. So I put in a little counter and the coffee maker as, like, you know, the coffee corner. You go there and you go have your coffee. This house basically has everything you need to live. Has a few extra spaces, has a fireplace, has a pool, which is a quite nice pool at the back of the house. And I just like it. It has a lot of shrubbery and stuff around the garden. So I am actually quite happy with it. And I am now going to edit 100 videos that I have to do. This is my most recent build. I just finished building this like 20 minutes ago, if that. And now I am going to do my other builds. So I just built a British estate home. If you don't live in Britain, you wouldn't know, but sometimes you drive by one or you live by one. I happen to live by a house that was a estate house at some point, and now it's like a gentleman's club. I mean, how fancy is that? It sounds a bit, you know, like a gentleman's club, but it's not that. But the house, it is beautiful. It is amazing. I would never live there. It looks haunted, but beautiful. Maybe one day I'll try recreate that one specifically. Although I might dox myself and people might know where I live, so maybe not. But trust me, it's very beautiful. Anyway, here are the screenshots, and this house, unlike my previous one, is very photogenic. It's those whites contrasting with the dark wood. You know, it really pops. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, if you want to download this or any other of my builds, you can find me on the gallery using hashtag SimsDesigns or hashtag SimsDesignsYT. I hope you enjoyed it. Give this a like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!